Greetings. Thanks for tuning into this video. It's Eric Backer here, naturopath from New Zealand and author of Candida Crusher. Got a couple of frequently asked questions we're going to go through today. So this video is basically going to cover how do you choose a good Candida supplement? What are the criteria for selecting a dietary supplement that's going to help with my yeast infection? Well, that's not really that simple to answer. There are many different criteria, but let's just really look at the types of Candida supplements which I feel are best to use, when you're dealing with yeast infections. So an antifungal obviously makes a lot of sense to use. Something to counter the yeast infection. I don't really like using the word killing, so I prefer to use the word inhibition, or balancing. Killing's not a good word. Killing's used a lot these days on TV and on video games and doesn't really achieve much. Just creates a huge amount of mayhem and destruction, and we can potentially get a lot of side effects in the body by killing. So don't just think of the word antifungal, think of the word antibacterial, antiparasitic as well, because most people with Candida also have bad bacteria. They have potentially many different parasites. So these are all different types of organisms in the body. So what we're trying to do is get around, what we're trying to achieve with this product, the antifungal, as I'll call it, but it's more than that. We're trying to bring around a balance inside the digestive system, right? So the criteria for a good anti-product, if you want to call it that, which Western medicine likes to use, it needs to be broad spectrum. So I just had a look at a website, the Candida Diet website, and the person on that website is saying, take several antifungals at once. Rotate them in different fashions. Start low and build up high. Well, I don't think that's correct. You don't take several antifungals at once, and you don't need to rotate them. If you take one product that's very comprehensive and very broad spectrum based, you don't need to take several products. So you're saving yourself a lot of money. You're not swallowing handfuls of pills every day. You're just taking a few, okay? So that's number one. Take a broad spectrum product. Number two, take something that's sustained release. So capsules were completely different than tablets do. I've been in the dietary supplement business now for nearly 30 years, a long time. Unlike a lot of these other websites or books on Candida, a lot of these people basically don't really understand the dietary supplement industry. I don't think they use them on a daily basis like I do with thousands and thousands of patients. You soon work out what works and what doesn't work. Tablets work the best when it comes to antifungal, antibacterial, particularly if they're cold compressed, they're made really properly, and they've been put together with a proprietary sustained release agent. This allows the product to break down very slowly in the stomach and small intestine over about a 3-hour period. This is very smart because if you're taking the dosage 3 times per day, if you think about it, you're going to get 6 to 9, 10 hours of activity there with the product, rather than swallowing a capsule, get a big effect and then no effect. So a sustained release makes a lot of sense, and I haven't really seen any sustained release products on the market, so I had to create one myself when it comes to being an antifungal. So those should be the two sort of big criteria. Is look at a comprehensive product that contains everything. Look at a sustained release product. The third one is look at a product that's based on a lot of clinical experience, not something just being cloned or copied, because a lot of products are copies or clones. A lot of automobiles are basically, in Japan they're great at doing it. They look at a motor vehicle and they just copy it. So copies are just copies, it's all they are. There's nothing really unique about them. They don't work any better than the original. So making something totally unique based on a lot of experience, to me, makes a lot of sense to do that. And there aren't many products out there on the market that are like that. So, those are some criteria that you really want to think about. Broad spectrum product, sustained release, unique, based on clinical experience. So, second product we need to look at is a probiotic enzyme product. There are many of these on the market as well, and many of them don't have quite the right strains of probiotics in them, or the correct types of enzymes, or have the correct balance. And again, you need to look at something based on experience, clinical experience. So the antifungal is entirely different from the probiotic enzyme combo. Don't take probiotics on their own. Don't take enzymes on their own. Take it as a combined dietary supplement. All right. Enzymes and probiotics work very, very well together for many different clinical reasons. And again, you're cutting down on the amount of supplements you're taking. You're taking less pills, you're saving more money. All right, common sense? It's common sense to me. Antifungal, probiotic enzyme. The third product, which I think is very prudent in your choice, is a product that helps to build up the integrity of the cell lining of the gastrointestinal tract. So it's a specific multivitamin that's created, again, based on experience, the right kind of nutrients, with a very small antifungal backbone in this product. All those three products I've created, right, based on nearly 20,000 Candida patients now. Sure, there's a ton of products on the market, but the first product I've released so far is called Candida. That's an antifungal. Okay, it contains 11 different things in it. It's very broad spectrum. It's going to target, all sorts of bugs, Campylobacter, Blastocystis, Dientamoeba, many different types of staph, strep bacteria, E. coli when they're, in way too high abundance in the gut, and many different species of Candida it's going to target, and various kinds of worms and other parasites it's going to really work on. So that's the feedback I'm getting from thousands of people who've used that product, that it works exceptionally well. And again, it's based on experience. It took a long time to develop this product. So when you choose your Candida supplements, don't just choose them on some flash website, nice pictures and cheapness here or there. Choose it based on someone who's worked in the industry a long time, got a lot of experience in dietary supplement contract manufacturing, dietary supplement manufacturer, who knows the industry, somebody who understands the raw materials, somebody who understands the interaction of these materials on patients. That's how you choose a good product. When you buy a good motor vehicle, like a really top-end motor vehicle, if you look at an Aston Martin or a vehicle like that, those vehicles are created by people who race vehicles, who know vehicles, know everything about the vehicle inside and out. They're not just copies or clones of other motor vehicles. These are unique motor vehicles. And the people who buy them are extremely happy with their purchase. These are discerning people who want the best. And when they get that product, they usually know, I understand. Sometimes they pay a little bit more for this product, but they end up with the best. So you can, you don't necessarily have to pay a lot of money for a good Candida dietary supplement, but base it on a few good criteria, and I don't think you can go wrong. Thanks for tuning in.